All right, guys, welcome back. It's good to be back. Thank you for taking the time to check this out. Well, today we are going to talk about my top 5 things that we need to be thinking about before hunting season. Hunting season's right here. I don't know about the rest of you, but I am a little bit on the panic mode. A little bit panicking, never good when you start panicking, stressing out, all those things. So today we're gonna do my top 5 things that I feel that is important that we need to focus on. Things that matter, really matter when it comes to getting prepped for this hunting season. This is not a episode where we're talking about things that are in my pack. What I think is best for you, I have no idea. This is just my top 5. So without dragging this thing out any further, let's get right to it. Number 1, I got my list here. So number 1, tags. Tags are so important. You might think, well, no duh, get your tags. I have been in a camp before where someone had forgotten their tags. It devastated their whole trip. This was a trip where we were out for a week or more as families, and someone had forgotten their tags, and then they literally couldn't hunt themselves. They had to just be a part of other people's adventure, which is always good. But what a disappointment if you have an animal opportunity to harvest and you can't because you forgot your tag. So let's stay legal, everyone. Do it the right way and get your tags. That is why it's my number 1, because everything else doesn't matter unless if we have our tags. All right, number 2. Number 2 is another important one. One where recently I had an episode where I was out doing some scouting, setting cameras, blah, blah, blah. And I had mentioned, I think even in that one, I was out of water. Water, food. And so water, food, pack. Get your packs. I'm going to go to that here in a minute, but water and food, it's very important. You know, getting your freeze-dried meal. I got the Jet Boil here. I really like this. I've had this can for many years. It's still going strong. It doesn't take much to heat up the water if you're doing freeze-dried meals. Jet Boil or some sort of system like that is an awesome way to go. Okay, so I was going to talk about the pack. Why pack? It might seem like, well, no duh, take your pack as well. If you're going for like a week, 2 weeks, whatever, you're probably not going to forget your pack on your list to get into the truck, camper, whatever. But like me, the last 2-3 years, I've been actually out only an hour, 2 hours away, where I'm unloading my pack a lot of times when I get home, restocking, putting it back in the truck. Don't forget it. Otherwise, you're going to be out there without your things in the pack, such as water, food, things of that nature. So it is very important to keep this at the top of the list is your pack system if you're doing something like that, like I am, where you're multiple trips. Even when you are out for a week and you come back to camp, one rule of thumb I've always done is get your pack ready the night before, not in the morning. That way you're ready to go. You're not worried about it. It's in the truck, and there you go. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3. Number 3 is the bow. Obvious. Well, you got to have your weapon, whether it's a bow, a rifle, shotgun, whatever it is your trip needs for as far as a weapon. So bow's obvious. You're going to have it. You need to have it. But this is the part that I don't think we think about all the time or do, is I got the arrows. Check out the arrow episodes that we've been doing on these. Very good. One wing, all that good jazz. Field tip. Broadhead. Impact. We have a problem. If we're on a bull and we're drawing back and getting ready to hammer a bull down here, and we haven't tested the broadhead up against the field point, and we're 7-10 inches off for some reason because we haven't tested this, that could be a matter of harvesting or just injuring a bull, a deer, bear, whatever it is that you're chasing. So that's very important to get this dialed in. We'll be doing an episode here real soon on that. Probably the next one after this will be this, setting these up, making sure that we're impacting the same spot. So get your arrows dialed in with your broadheads. Very important. All right, so that was number 3. Let's go to number 4. Number 4, this is a good one. This is an important one. Knives. I have on here knife. Why? Because it's important. You don't want to be out there taking a rock like back in the old days and just trying to get that thing gutted out or skinned out, however whatever you guys do with your animals, however you do that. Don't be out there like the cavemen with a rock trying to get that done. Make sure your knife is in the pack, ready to go, and all that is ready beforehand. It's very important to have a knife, not just for an animal, but for any other reasons that you may need to cut something while you're out there. So that's very important as well. And number five, the last but not least, the mental game. Guys, take a minute to breathe. Take a minute to do what you need to do to be ready for this season. Number five is important to me because life can be crazy, life can get chaotic, and you need to even take, whether it's you're driving out in the morning and you need to take 5-10 minutes just to breathe before you start getting out, locating elk or whatever it is, however you guys proceed. Before you go for that hike, even just take a minute to breathe, relax, try to get in that mental state, that mental place we need to be to focus in. When we're getting ready to hammer down, we don't want to be getting distracted with whatever's in our mind. So that, again, you could lose an animal just because you're mentally not prepared. I've probably not done enough to get mentally prepared in the past. This year, I'm going to really work on getting my mental preparedness established. So yes, I know that that's hard sometimes when we have things going on at home, and your mind can't always be where it needs to be. And that's understandable, but just take the time to do that. I think it's important. So, well, that's it. That's my five. That's what I find that is very important. These things for me, I focus in on these. These are like the essential things in order for me to get out there. I got to have these in order. Get the tags. I already got mine. Go get your tags. Make sure you have them before season starts. So tags, water, food, pack. Get your broadheads all dialed in. Get that mental state ready. Get ready to go. And then get out there and let's have some fun. I'm going to shoot you guys one more. Just a little nugget here. So we're going to do 6. And this one makes me laugh because I've had experience with this. This one, it's something we don't want to end up with. What is this? This is your standard teepee. Good old teepee. Toilet paper. Get the toilet paper in that pack. Guys, come on. You don't want to be out there rubbing up against them leaves, okay? Not fun. Been there, done that. Yes, it's a bad experience. Last year I had a bad experience. We're not going to go down that trail and talk about that. No, we're not. So get the toilet paper in the pack. Until next time, I hope you enjoy the September air.